episode 15, with the subtitle, The GM is Metagaming.
Ooh.
Why do you all feel like the GM is metagaming?
I just like to place blame on things that are not my own.
I mean, like I said, it was whoever's talking fault, so I just don't remember who it was.
Yeah.
So you all agree, but you also agree the GM was the metagamer.
Because it's fun. What do you want me to say?
Exactly that. But yeah, you guys are, I believe, stuck in the 5th floor. I guess not stuck. You have chosen to stay right now behind on the 5th floor after taking out the devilish demonic creature, whatever it was that was deep beneath the city. You chose to rest before confronting him. Unfortunately, he managed to escape, taking the valuable item that you were looking for into his hands and leaving with it via means of teleport.
We don't actually know that that was the valuable item. That's why we were going to search the next level, because it was just a sack. We don't have no idea what was in it.
Yeah, for all you know, you could even already have the item on your person.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the books, but we really don't know.
You do know he got away with something. It is assumed that that is likely the thing that you were looking for. But yeah, let us head on down to find the party in the room with the giant circle where the creature once was.
Well,
Oh, jeez.
did we decide if we're resting to recover our spells before we head further in, or we just want to head in now?
Well,
Didn't we just rest, or was that before that we fought this?
That was before we fought this thing.
So yeah, we got hours before we'll be tired again.
Yeah. So, well, I'm fine to go. I just have limited spells, just to let you know.
My key's almost fully used.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like we can do much else.
Oh, I'm fine hanging around this place for...
Well, the other question is, I think we decided that we're going deeper, but I mean, we don't know where the being has teleported to, so he might not.
Could have gone anywhere. We don't know.
He might not even be in this.
Maybe he is. Maybe he went a level lower. Who knows?
We don't.
Yeah.
We did go check the room to make sure, the book room to make sure he wasn't in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
But he also can't really fit in that room. I forget how big he is.
No, he was size large. He could have fit in the book room.
Oh, he could fit in the book. All right. Well, we still checked it.
Well, it sounds like a lot of our resources are expended. Perhaps we hang out and search the room more thoroughly, make sure what we're looking for is in here, and then take a rest before we head further.
Yeah, I'll take 20 searching the room.
All right. Yeah, you can take a lot of time searching the room. Your search is going to resolve not a lot of useful stuff here. I mean, there's the stuff that you saw on the countertops, but you can actually spend the time as well searching in the adjacent room.
Yeah, I mean, well, I assume that especially if we're trying to spend time until we're tired again, we'd probably end up taking 20 on this whole floor.
Yeah. In searching the adjacent room, one of the things that you will find is that there are a series of things hidden beneath the little carpet spaces that are underneath where each of the people rest. There are individual pieces of paper that exist under each of their things, each one depicting a series of actions to perform.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So there's eight different actions?
There are 8 different actions.
Like, do we understand what the actions are, or are they?
No, they're just like a series of like, put your arms like this, then do this, then do this, and then like just doing a series of like things.
I almost want to just do it. Should we just?
Well, if
gonna-
we could resummon him. I mean, this is what they did to get him here, no?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, he'd still be injured, right?
Well, the only
If
problem
we
is
brought him back immediately.
I don't know if we draw him or a similar creature. I don't know if it pulls a creature at random.
Well, I think there's only one way to find that out.
It might depend on the what's the word? The order we do them too.
Yeah, there's no numbering on this. There's just a series of directions.
Well, either way, it's up to you guys. But maybe
Yeah,
we'll try this in the morning.
we're searching for this item, so we should definitely try it. But yeah, we can wait until morning.
Perhaps there's further clues on the order of these operations. I'm gonna confer with these books. I think we saw there was information.
There
on
there were notes on the table that was there, and then there were some books that were in here. One of which was a book that was covered in necromancy magic.
Yeah, so I'm going to just go over these notes on these tables, see if there's any direction on an order of steps or anything like that, or anything I can clue in with these
So
steps or whatever.
when you're looking at this is like a Cliff Notes version of something. So it has bits of information that reference like people. So it has people's like names referenced down, and like positions based on those people.
I'm gonna check in the book room and see if there's anything in there referencing like symbols or anything like that in there.
Yeah, you can find something that that you'll notice of value, but nothing that seems pertinent to this.
What does it say?
The book that as you pull out the book and you flip through the book, there is a page that describes a few details missing of something that you sort of spoke with your provider about as you were receiving your abilities for the day. But you know that these details are different than the ones that the rest of the group is looking for.
I'm gonna take that book.
Okay.
I'll come back.
Is there any type of knowledge that I could try to intuit the order of operations for the positions or whatever?
There's missing data here. If you could figure out where the piece of missing data might be, then potentially you could get the answer you're looking for.
Well, there is that necromancy book, but it tested our will when we tried to read it. So, not sure if you want to mess with it.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the ritual item that we need. So we need to check it out more thoroughly at some point.
The people
Which
that look-
among... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, the people that looked at it, did it seem like it had anything to do with like the circle or these symbols, or was it something completely separate?
They
It's-
could only look at the title.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't get that far.
Looking at the title freaked them out.
Who among us is the most willful, has the most willpower? I
Not
could
it.
enhance it with the owl's wisdom temporarily.
Yeah, mine is middling at best.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it and had no issues, but I mean, I have no
Way of reading it.
magical talent, so
Can I cast Read Magic on someone, or is it self? It's personal. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I can give it another go. I can enhance my own wisdom temporarily.
Well, we can wait until I don't know what Luna's wisdom is.
She gives into her temptations all the time. She's nowhere as near as has as much willpower as I. Don't worry. I will bestow myself the power of the owl.
All right. And you'll attempt to go through this book?
Yes.
Okay. So this book, as you, like, first of all, look at it, you need to give me a will save.
Yes. This gives me +4 to my wisdom, which
Yep,
is
so
a
plus two to your save.
Oh, I haven't baked it in, but oh god.
Yeah, you immediately like look upon the book, and already you feel yourself suffering from immense pain. Your full body kind of like gets very tight. Movements are hard. Your head aches miserably. You feel just like unable to concentrate. While you're looking at this book, you have a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks.
This cursed book. Get it away from me.
But you know that this is a sizable book, and reading through this book will at least take a few hours. Are you willing to endeavor to try to glean information from it?
I mean, if I can try, I would. If I've already gone through the pain to look at it, I'll try to read it. See if I can skim through a ritual page or something.
During the time where Felix is putting himself through this torture, what do the rest of you want to do?
Well, I'll like prepare to try and like knock it out of his hands if he looks like something terrible's happening to him.
Okay.
Besides just this normal being racked with pain that he seems to have every day now.
And Felix, where are you going to be doing this at? Are you going to stay in this room, or are you going to find a place to sit down before you try to?
Yeah, like I'll find if there's like a seat here, a chair, or something.
There's no chairs in this room. You'd have to go into one of the other rooms to find a place to sit or lie down.
All right, yeah, I want to sit down and do this. I don't want to just stand.
Okay. To sit down, you'd have to go back out to here, where the pews are.
Yeah, if the rest of the party can guard me while I do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
can
know
try
how
and
safe
guard
we
him.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to this room and try to.
So can I
Set the
get
book
anybody that's going to go over there with him to head over there with him?
Yep.
I'm actually gonna break off from the party and try reading this book
Okay.
and try to contact my outsider and see what's going on with it.
Okay. Yeah.
I assume Luna would be with here as well.
Yep. So yeah.
Well, which one's Felix? Because like I said, I was gonna be
Felix is right
next
here.
to him. Okay.
So, Higram, you stand in this room and you look at the book, and you take a moment to commune with your friend, confidant, employer,
Probably more employer.
and you feel a sequence come to your, like, sort of coalesce in your mind. And as you're looking at the book, you recognize, like, you're kind of flipping through it a little bit. You recognize that, like, the things that are coming to mind are page numbers. And you start noticing a pattern between them, that each page number has a few different pieces of actions you would take for a ritual.
All right, so while they're out there doing that, I'm gonna see about doing this ritual.
Okay. Yeah, so you can, like, go over, you'll notice some of the components are actually there on the table. You can come over, you can move some of the components around, twist some of the ways that the runes are there. You can kind of rub certain things on there that will kind of change the rune formatting. And you can step into the circle. And as you do so, the voice will speak to you. With this, I will be closer to you. I will be able to whisper to you the secrets of the night, secrets of the moon, secrets that you deserve to hear, should rightfully hear. And together, we can use your curse to your advantage. Do you accept this aid?
Yes, I'll accept it.
And as you do so, the circle will glow with your acceptance. Another series of symbols will appear in the floor. This time the star that is beneath you sort of changes and twists into the shape of the full moon. And at first it glows with a bright, normal light, and then it dims into this sort of dark, deep, purplish blackness that kind of fills the area, sort of taking out any other light that happens to fill the room. You can feel parts of yourself, parts of your thoughts change slightly, fill with a presence that you're used to carrying around, a presence that isn't entirely yours. The spirit has been with you for a long time. But in some ways, this new presence feels more akin to who and what you are. And the goals that you've begun setting for yourself in your life. And as the darkness fills you and coats you, the whole of the room fills completely with a lack of light. And not just the kind where your eyes can settle in the darkness, but the kind of darkness where you are truly empty with the dark that surrounds you. And all you can hear is, I can unmake for you and remake for you. Would you give to me a piece of the power of the weapon which you carry?
I'll hold out the longsword.
As you do, you'll feel the shape of it kind of twist and change in your hand to take on a more star-shaped pattern. Jagged blades come out from each of the edges of it, and your hand is now kind of grasping at the center of it. You can feel that this weapon feels more comfortable in your hands as you hold it, and you can feel a very close connection to it. As the light that was in the room slowly begins to seep back in the room, you hear the whispers. You will be better now, Agrum. You will accomplish great things, and I will aid you in your pursuits. The night and the moon will guide you, and they will be me. And with that, you can remove the Ghost Touch Longsword from your character sheet, and you can take the Star Knife you have and currently make it +1.
Oh, nice.
Your armor will also be reworked in the process. Your armor will... Give me 1 sec, let me pull this up. your armor will shift and twist into a shimmering, shining coat of chain, or shirt of chain. You'll recognize that it is much more flexible than any chain you've ever worn. It is a mithril chain shirt. When the time is right, we will make improvements for you, so long as you maintain your quest.
I will.
Excellent. And with that, the room regains its sort of normal lighting. And Felix, you are looking through this book, and you've been doing this now for the better part of an hour and a half. Can I get you to give me an intelligence check? Or actually, I think in this case, we can do this as a knowledge religion check.
Clicked it. There we go.
Excellent. Even with the penalty, you feel like you're close to a breakthrough. There are pieces of other rituals that match the actions that you see in this ritual. There are certain times or positions or things that correlate to the other document you have as well. You notice in flipping through this book that there are details missing, but this is very clearly some kind of book of rituals. But it does not have the one that would have summoned this creature. But there are inferences you might be able to make from this book and the documents you have.
Okay.
But it would be a bit of a chance to take. Everybody has to perform, like the way that you're reading these rituals, everything has to go the right way. And if anyone slips in a step, the ritual could be dramatically altered, either maybe to benefit or but much more likely to detriment.
And just to be clear, there were 8 people, but we're not 8. So how many ritual papers were there to?
Yeah, so what you'll notice is that, there are 8. They used 8 because 8 is the absolute safest you could do it with. Like, from your inference, like, there's certain things that have to happen at certain time steps, and so they were making sure there was no gaps in the time that could happen. What you realize is your inference would be how long between each of the steps that are here would there have to be. So you'd be kind of trying to make a reasonable guess based on other similar rituals that you see, how fast somebody would have to operate to take the next step.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I've finished with the book at this point or I have to keep going. But,
no, you've gotten enough information at this point.
Okay. Then I would relay this to, I guess, whoever is beside Silvio. I just would say, looks like we have a chance here, but everyone would have to be on their game since we don't have 8 people, so we take a chance on ruining it or causing some ill-mentioned side effect.
Higram, as he's saying that, you can kind of make your way back into the room where they're all at.
Okay.
You will look a bit different. There is a bit more of a, trying to think of what the way to put this is. When something has a bit of a, muted shine, it has, that sort of, shined up finish, but the finish isn't, refracting the light brightly, but you can tell that it has, quite a level of luster to it.
Your armor is blinding me with luster. What is going on?
not the word. Or not the... I hate that I can't think of the word, because there's a specific term I'm thinking of, and the only one that keeps coming to mind is like smudge. Sheen is close, but not quite what I'm looking for. But we'll go with sheen for right now. It has a certain
I'm
sheen
blinded
to
by
it.
the sheen.
Charlie or the other one?
Oh, yeah, Charlie.
Well, so I'll leave it to you guys if you want to risk performing this ritual with lower amount of people. I'm assuming there'll be some sort of. I'll start like writing down like the inferences I'm making, saying like, oh, like since we have less people, like you'll have to do that action, and that person will have to try and do that action. You'll have like a 10-second gap, etc. So I'm like just like detailing this plan out of how to possibly make it work.
Well, this is a really dumb question, but how involved are these like things? Could, let's say, a dog do it?
No, these are things that do require some level of manual dexterity.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we're here to do, so I think we should.
We can try.
Perhaps Luna, her hexes, she gives people the ability to take things twice. Perhaps if could she be doing that during that or no?
What I would rule here is how long. So the hex lasts for a number of rounds based on your cackling, right? You can just cackle indefinitely as you're doing this.
Yeah, so the fortune hex technically is a 1 round, but it can be cackled to extended. So yeah, as long as I'm taking a move action to cackle, I can extend it indefinitely.
Okay. So what you would know here is that there would be certain things, if you wanted to try to give yourself a little more wiggle room, you could sort of make Luna a like very long-term laugh factory of sorts.
Or would it work where if she would fortune everyone and cackle and then stop cackling and then everyone do their action so that everyone could do one.
The problem is that's only one reroll that's allowed, right? You can't. I thought people can only be fortuned a certain number of times.
Right, and so everyone would get one reroll, so I was assuming everyone would have one action.
Right, but if the action takes more than a minute,
oh, I see.
Then they're not going to have it. So what kind of needs to happen here is like she's doing she could do a more partial action. It's going to essentially raise the DC overall, but it's going to give everybody a reroll on checks, on basically the checks that they're doing as you're going through this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd probably be worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can try it.
Okay, yeah.
Just an FYI, I don't know when you were planning on doing this, but minimum
after we rest.
Okay,
yeah,
because I can't fortune people again until I rest.
Yep.
So yeah, if I surmise from my inferences that this sounds like a reasonable plan to have her just focusing on giving us fortune, and we all have an ability to still do it reasonably, yeah, I would think we should try that in the morning.
Well, I won't burn too much of you guys' time unless you want to discuss something before you take your rest. But we can sort of fast forward to you guys trying to fill the time that you're down here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I really care about his armor. Like I said, my dude doesn't really care if he was hiding some valuable armor somewhere.
Yeah, do I feel like I need this book still to be out and about, or can I put it back in the bag of holding?
You can put the book back in the bag of holding at this point.
So yeah, I would want to do that as soon as possible. But
you've taken down all these notes and kept them in a way that you can go back through them.
Okay.
And yeah, you can all rest. In the morning, you will all feel refreshed. Actually, you guys are doing the board up thing, but I still need to check for a couple of potentials.
So are we going back in here? And then
that's where the beds are.
But yeah, the evening actually passes uneventfully.
Nice. The map maker came back. What are you guys doing down here still?
Yeah, so if you guys want to get up your macros and prepare your spells and abilities.
Yeah, as we're preparing, can I have a quick discussion with the party just to pick
Absolutely.
spells? Since being able to bind such a creature eludes me for now, what is stopping him from just teleporting away immediately again? Does anyone have any means to stop him this time?
Oh, actually, you'll know at least part of it. Part of the spell that you're casting is another binding. So at least when you bring him back here, he'll be once more bound to the circle. But the
Okay.
same rules apply. Like if you break the circle.
We'll be attacking him there.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Perhaps we just focus on grabbing the satchel that he carries instead of trying to bring him down, since it seems we were unsuccessful.
Yeah.
All right.
Or we could grab the satchel and then kill him.
Whatever works.
Or maybe just prove to him that we have the capability to bring him back here as often as we wish, and tell him we'll let him be free if he just hands over the item.
I think we could try that. It just feels like our diplomacy options are will not be of use against him at this point, I feel.
Well, I
Give
mean,
me
his mind might change when he realizes we figured out how to bring him back and rebind him.
with your line of thinking, Luna. Can you give me a knowledge religion check? Ooh. Is that enough to infer what you would be able to infer? This is a question I think that you could ask, which is, if you know how to perform a ritual, do you know how to reverse the ritual? Would be the question that you could ask, and that would give somebody else a knowledge religion check.
Right. Let me roll on to
I could try.
knowledge religion.
Oh, nice.
So Silvio, you'll get enough to know that you remember rituals being discussed during your training by some of the clerics that you would be around. There are ways to reverse a ritual. So if you were to summon something and it were still like stuck, you could potentially like reverse it to send the creature back. So you could maybe figure that out and use that as an option, but you're not really sure exactly how exactly reversing it works, and if it's different for each spell or not.
Yeah, I will share that information.
Well, we could try to figure that out, but even if we can't figure out how to reverse it, we can tell him we know how to reverse it. Tell him we're going to banish him back if he doesn't give it to him. Give it to us.
Sure, I'm down with whatever plan you guys want to do.
For it.
Well, you guys will have to be in charge of that. I'll be spending most of my time assuming the creature gets summoned successfully. It's here. I'm gonna keep cackling continuously just in case fighting breaks out so that you guys all still have fortune.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
So here
Well,
are... Go ahead.
Well, would your character be able to break the circle if needed while cackling?
I can
Okay.
still take standards, I just can't take a move action.
Perfect.
Oh, Everly.
Okay. So here... Go ahead. You were going to say something?
I was going to say, if we summon him and he comes alone, we don't really need to try to lure him out of the room again. We can just fight him. You know? So if we need to break the circle, in other words, we already have fortune running, so we can just run in and start attacking him.
Good.
Here are the actions that you'll need to perform successfully in order to perform the ritual. There will need to be an athletics and an acrobatics. I will need a craft alchemy, a knowledge religion, a knowledge arcana, hold on a sec. I need to double check the thing. A heal check, a spellcraft, and a use magic device.
Arcana and spellcraft are my fortes. You guys want me to handle those?
Did we decide I can't do any checks
you
because I'm
can.
Yeah, you're giving everybody the reroll. So everybody, the more responsibilities you give to a person, the higher DC get. The higher the DC gets as well.
Sorry, the total was 8, right? So we each have to do 2, and where should we good? 2, 4, 6, 8.
In theory, that would be the way to minimize the number of penalties that are increases to the DC that are going to occur.
All right, I have a plus 11 acrobatics and a plus 8 religion. I think those were the highest out of what I was hearing.
There's a limited number of things of those I can do. I can do athletics not well. I can do craft alchemy.
I think you're the only one of us who can.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that can do craft alchemy.
So
I
yeah,
can use magic device.
I can also use magic device.
which one of you
That's
can
like-
use them better?
That's the only thing I can do.
All right, well then you're doing that
never
one.
mind.
The rest of these.
I mean-
not great.
someone still needs to take the heal check.
I
can try it.
have a plus 6 heal because of my massive wisdom. Oh
Oh,
wait,
geez.
that's with Alo's wisdom. Let me take that off.
I could give that to you. It's minutes per level, I think.
You're only gonna get 40 minutes. You need about an hour of it.
Can you just?
Oh, this is gonna take a long
It's
time.
gonna take because it's a ritual. Rituals are not
Okay.
like 10 minutes. They're like some are in the hour range, some are in the multi-hour range.
Can you post the list
Yeah,
in
so I
chat
mean-
so it's
Yeah,
easy for me to
absolutely.
like manage this and like some kind
Yeah.
of ad?
It is acrobatics, athletics, craft
I'll start
alchemy.
writing down names next to these.
This is one of those things where I really should have put it in my notes, but have not been in my notes all day. Heal, knowledge, arcana, and knowledge, religion, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Use magic device and spellcraft.
It should be 8 though. Oh yeah, I can't count. That's what's wrong.
Alright, and spellcraft. Okay, so we have
So just being direct, the only ones I'm not negative in is use magic device and heal.
alright, so you're gonna do
What is your heal?
0. But it's not negative.
But it's better than negatives. So might
alright,
as well
so
give
I
him
think
ones
you
he
gotta
doesn't have
do
negatives.
so Higram is gonna do I'm just writing this down. Use magic device and heal.
But we have a much higher chance of heal succeeding if
If Silvio does it.
Bill
Then
heals.
he's
Silvio
doing,
does it, but then
he's
what
doing
do you-
3
the-
things, and we don't know the DC increases on all those things.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that. So I mean, I'll have a plus 4 because I won't have the Owl's wisdom. So
But I imagine
The
your
DC
DC
might
probably
raise
goes up
by
by
at least
4.
4, yeah.
So I
And
think
if so-
yeah.
I
If
think
you
we
give
just
me
have to
Al's
split it.
wisdom, then I'll have a positive.
We can't use
Well,
Owl's
we
wisdom.
can't.
The ritual.
Yeah,
costs
the
not
ritual
long.
takes too long for the Owl's wisdom to work.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we just have to put you on the best 2 things you can be put on, and then
Yeah.
we can have to work around it best we can.
You guys all have rerolls on them, so you've got
Alright, so I have to take craft alchemy. I'm
Advantage.
the only one.
the best part will be when it's one of the people with like plus 10s fails
Is
both
the one who
rolls.
doesn't make it.
Yeah.
I think I heard Silvio say acrobatics.
yeah, I can acrobatics and knowledge religion both pretty well.
Knowledge, religion. Okay.
Who's got a good athletics?
I mean, I can do it.
Sounds like you might have to.
Yeah. So my athletics is like 4, but so it means I can technically do it.
Sweet.
So those are the 2. So then we need someone to do spellcraft and knowledge.
That's Felix.
That's
Knowledge,
you.
Arcana,
Alright.
and Spellcraft.
All right, let's write this down just so I don't forget. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this out again. All right, so we have Silvio on acrobatics, knowledge, religion. We have me on athletics, craft, alchemy. We have Higram on heal, use magic device, and then we have Felix on knowledge, arcana, spellcraft.
Yeah, I think we got them all.
All right.
Okay. So, to describe sort of how this works, those people that are doing the knowledges, the craft, and the heal are kind of overseeing some of the other activities in some ways. In this, there are a series of objects that you need from the table. These objects are sacrificial and ritual-related objects. One of the objects looks very similar to a wand, but what it does is it temporarily stores a spell within it to be used in a different way than it would ordinarily be used. Then somebody takes that spell and needs to activate it within sort of turn on the object, and then someone needs to etch the pattern into the air around it. So in this case, you basically take the object, you instill upon it arcane mark, and then somebody takes use magic device to cause the item to produce a different effect. Rather than creating a specific mark, it turns into sort of an aerial marker that works specifically for the purposes of binding with the runes that are below. But the runes need to be done very specifically with the right concoction of specific elements and the addition of blood into the mixture. The heal check is trying to make sure the right amount of blood is added to the mixture without sort of tainting the recipe, and without causing severe injury to the person, because you need quite a significant amount of blood. The Arcana and the Religion and the Spellcraft are just kind of making sure everything is lined up properly as far as the spheres of magic are concerned, and as far as the divine order is concerned. The athletics is the actual effort involved in sort of etching these runes into the ground, because when Higram performed his ritual, he had changed some of the runes himself. And so you'll need somebody to kind of go in and redo these runes. These will go in. We can go through these in order, in any order you'd like. If there's one you'd prefer to do first, let me know.
This makes sense. Do whatever order they'd be performed in.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to call for them, Steve, or we can just do it in the order that you wrote them out in. I don't know.
I'll have everyone gather around me, fortune everyone up, and then just like start turning into a laughing machine, I guess.
Yeah. We can go just through them in order.
All right.
Acrobatics.
Let's start with acrobatics.
Lucky first roll. Got the fortune. Ooh, here
Okay.
we go. Here we go.
And let's see the athletics.
Can I choose to use the athletic or the block on the other one?
You can use it on
you're gonna
both
get it
because
on
she's
all of them.
cackling.
I get it on all of them?
You'll get it
Yeah,
on.
because remember,
Okay.
this is like an hour-long ritual, and technically, my cackle gives you a reroll every 6 seconds.
Yep.
Oh wait, that's the wrong check.
Good thing.
Oh, you still roll the one anyway.
Okay.
And then craft alchemy.
alchemy.
Yes.
Ooh.
Thank you, Fortune.
That's
Heal.
fortune.
Oh no. Oh
Ooh.
no.
Oh God.
Higram
my
kills
God.
himself.
Knowledge Arcana.
Oh God, the pressure. Okay. Okay.
Oh man.
Knowledge Religion. Okay. Spellcraft.
Oh yeah. Is Luna looking
Good.
impressed?
And use magic
I'm not
device.
paying attention to you. I'm sitting there just.
There's so much blood.
It's open
All
mic
right.
night.
So let me do some tallying here.
Hopefully, good checks can make up for the really bad.
Well, I see a
ones.
lot of good checks except for
Except for the heal.
Except for the one where
heal.
Steve specifically
One.
said about
What do you want me to do?
not killing someone or,
Yeah.
No.
So Higram is like, I'm gonna get the blood just right. You just gotta slice down the right artery. And who's gonna bleed for this, by the way?
Oh well.
I'm giving you
Can we
guys a.
randomly roll since we.
I'm cutting, so I can't also bleed.
Would not be me. And
Yeah,
also,
so do
I
you want-
feel
do we
like
wanna
if
roll
I
for
see
it?
someone bleeding
I'll
profusely,
just do it. I'll just do it.
All right.
I'll reactively start healing if it looks like there's way too much blood.
Rusty nervously offers his arm as you close in towards the end of things.
Used to being hurt.
True.
And I'm gonna need you to roll me 5d4 for as bad as that roll was.
Oh god. What is this? A Linkin Park concert?
So Higram is like, we need a lot of blood, so I need to cut down the arm just right. And you start getting to this point where Higram is cutting, and you realize there's a little twinkle that happens in Higram's eye as the blade goes, and you kind of have to push Higram's arm away and say I think that's enough.
He's just not used to his new star knife yet.
All right, make a
Probably
pact.
to use the dagger.
While I'm
Yeah.
cackling, I'm healing, hexing.
You'll get blocked when you try to do that. If anything else happens during the ritual that's
okay.
magical, you could throw off the entire circle.
Okay.
And thankfully, somebody's massive knowledge arcana there and spellcraft know that you shouldn't push extra magic into an area that's being filled with a significant amount of magic.
I whisper to Sylvia one less share. Question
Hey, I contributed the most.
mark? I said I whisper.
I know.
And something will begin to emerge from the center. And I was really, really hoping this would go a lot worse. But it didn't.
How much worse could it have gone? I can only
I
imagine.
mean, we only. Well,
I should probably
it looks
be
like
in
we've
the
only
room.
failed one check. But...
Yeah, I don't know what the fail conditions for any of these checks are.
There it is. What? Where am I?
Does he have the bag on him?
He does.
I'm just laughing at his face.
How am I here again?
Welcome back.
We've surmised the ritual. Now, if you don't want to be our prisoner forever, drop the bag.
You're much more resourceful than I thought. He'll lower the bag to the ground. But I still can't put it outside the circle.
Yes, we will.
Can somebody sense more of that? I think he's full of shit.
I don't have that.
Or gauge or
Leave the circle before?
I left the circle when it was broken.
gauge.
Silvio, you're getting the impression that he is telling the truth because until the circle was broken, he didn't throw that. He didn't throw that net. He waited specifically till after the circle broke to throw the net.
Put it on the edge of the circle and you walk to the other end. We'll break the circle and release you once more once we can grab the bag.
He'll take a step back, and he will throw the bag to the opposite corner.
Give me
no,
1
verbal
second.
Agreement.
What?
We want to hear a verbal agreement.
What is the agreement you want to hear?
Yes. What is the agreement?
State your terms, and I will decide if I agree with them.
Does he still look injured?
Give me a gauge check.
Oh. Yeah. Bloop. Nope.
Silvio, he still has a few cuts that look like they haven't healed over. What is the detect magic for, Felix?
I believe I could see the item in the bag was magical before. I want to see if it's still in there.
Yes.
Okay.
There is
Does
still
it have a
magic coming
similar
from the
aura
bag.
that I recall?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to see if you like bait and switched it or something.
Okay, so it would. Where you disappeared on the edge of the circle, walk to the other edge. We'll break the circle, and you teleport back to wherever you came from.
To your original plane, not where you just teleport.
I cannot teleport back to my original plane. Teleport does not work that way.
I don't care where he goes, as long as he's away from us, who cares?
Which is it? I teleport away? Where must I go?
Might want to clarify how far away so he doesn't just teleport into the other room.
He's just
He
waiting
wants
for
to fight
you.
us and die. That's his choice.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind fighting again and killing him. But, I mean, I teleport to wherever during the fight you teleported to, and stay there for 24 hours.
You have a deal.
All right.
So am I grabbing this bag?
I can grab it if you want me to.
I can
Yeah,
also grab it very swiftly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll prepare my bow for an attack.
I will need a acrobatics to try not to accidentally disarm the circle before you grab the bag.
Oh, yeah. I'll let Rusty do that. I'll go ahead and step over to the side a little bit.
Because you know that if you inadvertently step on the runes, you can break the magic.
Yeah, I'll ready an action to charge him if he starts running toward Rusty.
Okay.
Once the circle is broken. Not if he's trying to scare him.
Well, I might as well
I'm
do
not.
this.
Sorry, go ahead.
I might as well make this better. So I'm gonna. So you said athletic.
Hold on, before you do
Athletics.
this, just so it's stated, I'm not casting the spell ready in my hands, but I'm readying like the components for Owl's Wisdom on Sylvia.
Yeah.
Wait, athletics or acrobatics?
I'm sorry, acrobatics.
Okay,
Do we
so then
know
that
that
is...
now the ritual is over, if I could send a heal through to Rusty at this point?
Yeah, at this point you could.
I'm the one who butchered him. You can keep the cackle up if you want, and then I'll heal him.
I can still heal. I just have to use my move action to cackle.
Oh,
I
okay.
can. So I'm just using my standard to just send one through my healing hex because I don't have to I don't have to touch him for that. I can just stay where I am and send a heal through to him. And
Yeah, Rusty, you take a sip of your cat's grace.
I could
And
go
heal
more,
8.
but I'm just gonna choose to not in this case.
Okay. Give me your acrobatics at advantage.
Nice.
Yeah, you can successfully manage to step over the runes and grab the bag and leap yourself back. It's done now, my part of the deal.
Right. I believe it's Bella who has to do it. Or Luna, I mean.
yeah, I have to unfortunately target you with something to break the circle. If I actually hit you, I apologize. It's not my intention. But I probably won't. I have bad aim. And I'll do that. Range attack roll. I think that should be sufficient to break the circle and probably miss him.
1 sec.
Uh-oh. Dun-dun-dun.
I don't see Silvio on this map, but I am supposed to be next to you, just so for the record.
Oh yeah, Silvio is in the other room. I don't know
Okay.
what happened.
Yeah,
there.
just in case.
Where am I?
You're in this room. Oh, okay. You found yourself.
Yeah, I'd be next to you wherever you are, just so I'd be prepping my spell in case we need it.
I need these because this will make the difference. Okay. Your ray hits him.
God damn it. Was
Know your own aim.
But it
purposely.
looks as if it has no effect. And he will teleport away.
Bye.
And you
Good
have
job, everyone.
recovered.
We made good on
Let's
our deal.
continue.
Now let's re-summon them and kill them.
Nope.
We never said we wouldn't bring them back.
That's what we really want to do is
I don't
portray
really
a
wanna sit here
gigantic
and-
demon.
Yeah, I
Laugh for
don't.
another hour.
Well,
please.
let's
Just jokes,
No.
just
let's look
jokes.
at what's in the bag real quick.
Yeah, what's in the bag?
Since I'm the one that got it, I want to look in it.
So, when you were first looking at the bag, you didn't get the school off the bag originally, if I remember correctly, correct?
You may have given it to me, but I never rolled for it.
Okay,
I don't recall.
I don't think you did, but the
think
key
I
here is, let me pull this up real quick. Yeah, so as you look into the book, or look into this bag, it's empty.
It's the bag itself is magic?
No, he probably took the thing.
The bag is definitely glowing with magic, and definitely
Oh.
the same magic that that Felix saw on the bag before.
Is it a bag of holding, bag of devouring?
Well, there's only one way to tell if it's a bag of devouring.
You've got to reach your hand in and will the item out, probably, if it's a bag of holding. So we can't... Whatever the item
Okay, if I
is-
take some bones, can I put? Is it safe to like put some of the bones in it and see what happens?
Yeah,
Like,
you
what
can
are-
drop some bones in there. The weird part about this bag, though, is as you put the bones in there, they fill up the bag.
Like in
And the bag definitely has like a shape to it. It has like an almost bookish shape to
Can
it.
I spellcraft to try to identify the object? Is
Yes,
that
give me
possible?
a spellcraft.
This is quite puzzling.
Ooh, that is not enough.
Oh, fancy pants.
Yeah, Luna, you see Felix struggling to like figure out how this thing works. And you wander on over and you recognize that this bag has a rather unique, it is a not unique but unique twist on a couple of different items. So it is larger, it is the size of a traditional bag of holding, but it takes a specific shape, and if an object with that shape is removed, you can sort of will the bag into a different shape. So, for example, so this works similar to a Pathfinder pouch, but also similar to a bag of holding. So right now it's in the shape of a book. So that means that at some point, somebody had a book in there, and when they pull out the book, they can either will the bag to maintain the same shape, or like let the bag keep its shape. And the purpose of that is like, if you're always carrying a book, it's really annoying to have to like reshape a bag for putting a book in it. Or if you're going to carry like certain pots or something and you want to keep everything like up in the right direction and easy to access, you want it to be shaped so you can kind of set the shape. But there is also an extra dimensional element to this. And that extra dimensional element is if the object is the same shape as what you willed the shape of the object to be, then you can retrieve it from extra dimensional space. It is a shapely bag of holding.
All right. I, as a person, don't quite follow that. Luna will explain it all.
I mean,
Okay.
what's the difference? Like, why carry a purse and not just a generic sack? You carry it because it has pockets and designs of the pockets in a way that make it easier. You have pouches that hold pens and pencils and your lip liner and whatever else like you need for like having them all on hand and at easy access. So a bag that shapes itself to fit that is a sort of perfect way to carry the thing that you need. It's annoying to have to like have a bag that you tie off, open the bag each time, reach down, pull it out.
So in other words, it looks like a bag of holding that's pretty much specifically meant to carry a book.
Yes, right now that is how
based
it
on
looks.
the shape.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll convey looks like it's pretty much bag of holding that changes its shape, but it looks like it's meant to carry a book. So maybe try to will a book out of it and hope that it's still there.
Yeah, can I, since I'm holding it, can I try that?
Yeah. Check one.
And if our memory's getting erased anyway, we might as well know what it is beforehand.
I thought we had a way around that. Do we not?
We possibly maybe have a
I
way.
mean, we hopefully. I have a plan. A plan to get our memories back, but plans aren't always 100% foolproof, but I think it's a pretty good plan.
So if you desire a book, you won't get one out.
Yeah, so we're looking for the missing pages from this ritual book is what I thought we were looking for. So try that. Try ritual.
Yeah, I'll try the page.
Or,
I'll try specifically pages.
or like ritual scroll is what we were specifically told, so maybe it's in that form, and you can just ask for a ritual scroll. You try both.
Yeah, I'll try both suggestions.
I don't know if this weird bag works the same way as normal magic bags, but if you flip it inside out, doesn't it just like vomit up its contents? Now there could be any number of things in there. So that could be bad.
That part I don't remember. Hold on. Yeah, if the bag of holding is turned inside out, all the contents spilled out. I knew there was some way to get them to spill it. I couldn't remember what. So good remember.
Since I identified it, I'll say that too.
I will
Let's do it.
that.
Yeah.
I prepare an attack.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, I'm backing up.
If you open it up, one of the things that will drop out amongst a random amount of miscellaneous gems and other ritual components is what Felix will notice immediately to be a spellbook.
Yeah, I'll hand that over. I don't want to look at whatever that is.
But there are no other papers in here.
Yeah, I take a quick peek. Is it enchanted?
It has some magic on it.
Yeah, can I get the attempt to learn the schools of magic on the book?
Yeah, give me a knowledge arcana check.
17.
One sec here. Find this. Yeah, this has enchantment magic on it. I think that's enough, right? 17.
If it's level 2 or below. I don't know if I get a bonus if that's my specialized school, though.
I thought you do. Yeah, I'll say you get it either way. I'm going to say you can tell it's enchantment.
Excellent. Enchantment magic. Am I able to spellcraft the potential effect of this or no?
Yes, you are now able to give me an arcana or a spellcraft check.
19?
A 19 is, I think, not enough. Only I could remember infinite rules.
Yeah, I don't remember anything else.
It is 15. Yeah, identify the properties of magical item. 15 plus the item's caster level. You will see that this book is has permanently written into it a symbol of laughter.
Oh. What do I know about symbols of laughter? Is there a way to avoid laughing forever by looking at it, or what does it do?
So first of all, a symbol of laughter won't make you laugh forever. It will just make it very hard to read through this book. But basically, it is upon like reading or interacting directly with the book. It will trigger the symbol of laughter, which will cause you to burst out into fits of laughter for potentially minutes.
All right, I share this information and I say, I can't remember. Did your contact say what we were exactly looking for? You just said we know when we see it. What exactly did he say about our goals here? Was he after a spell book?
He was not after a spell book.
He wasn't after a spell book, so
No.
This isn't it. But this is useful. I will... If it's okay with the rest of you, I can decipher its spells and can help the rest of us with it.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be that the ritual book that we just used was the ritual book we need, and that he also needed this bag. It was an unknown item. Like,
Luna, you take studious attention of everything. Do you remember what, if he said it, if anything, about what we were looking for?
A ritual scroll, and then an unknown item.
Yep.
An unknown item, but that could be literally anything. How are we supposed to know what it is?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, is that
Okay.
it very well could be this bag.
Well, we haven't expended much except for Luna's fortunes. Are we still okay to go one depth more?
Oh, well, there was a bunch of gems and shit that dropped out, too.
There were a lot of gems that dropped out.
And spell components, I don't know if there's valuable ones in there. But yeah, we might want to grab
They're
that
not
stuff.
they're ritual components, which are slightly
Okay.
different. They're similar to spell components, but usually they only work with rituals.
Okay, well, yeah, so maybe that's what they needed, the bag with the ritual components. Like, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's put the ritual components back in the bag, and that's probably what we need.
Excellent. But further down one depth, can we do this while we're here?
Well, the thing might come back within 24 hours if we rest again. So are we good to go down now?
I'm good to go.
I haven't expended anything.
Yep, I'm good to go.
I believe just Luna expended a heal and some fortunes.
Yeah.
If
So
we get against mind affecting stuff, I'll be pretty much useless because my fortunes are gone. But
You're never useless, Luna. Don't say that. You can always heal people.
I guess.
But yeah, so we scoop all this stuff, all the ritual stuff, back into the bag.
Yeah. You can make your way deeper into the depths. And before we do that, let's take a short break, and when we get back, we'll see if the party can survive going a level down. Shortly.
Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance.
Detect magic on all that? Or is there potentially like a magic gem or something in there?
So in this particular case, Felix had his detect magic going, so he'd tell you all the rest of the stuff was not magical.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, you guys can start your way deep into the tunnels.
Marking our pathway.
Yeah, and should I start rolling survival and perception, or do I need to roll survival since we're just going down one floor?
You don't really have a specific direction you're going, so the survival doesn't really matter. This is free explore. Free explore, if you want to get back, you'll need survival, or some sort of method to follow. And even then, there's still a survival check that's involved. It's just a significantly easier check.
Okay, so just perception for right now.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I'll keep an eye out as well. Another high roll. Come on, man. So rude.
Yeah. You are all traveling. You will get to a little spot here. This little intersection here. There are a series of different ways that you can go here. One has like a door with a sign hanging up on it that says wouldn't be general store. What was it called down here? It's like a store sign of some sort. I don't suppose any of you speak Darrow, do you?
No.
Okay. It's not on the regular language tree. You have to use Drow and then be underground like hell.
What was the language, sorry?
Darrow.
Oh.
It's sort of Dwarven, so you can give me a linguistics to get the general idea. I think one of you has a high enough in linguistics that you can try it. And probably at least get the gist. Yeah, so Rusty, you can get the general gist of what it means, though, to be a store. To be assigned for a store. And that is this door that is down here.
Do we want to check out the store?
These other 2 doors remain unknown.
I assume I detect no magic.
You detect no magic.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever direction. There's no magic on any of these doors that I can see.
Sure. Let's check out the store then. Yeah, I guess we search for traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll search for traps.
I'll look.
Yeah, the door is not trapped.
I try to open it.
It is not locked. You step in to what looks like a shop of sorts. It looks kind of general story. There's like a lot of miscellaneous items along the walls, a little counter, and a sort of dwarven-looking man, but much like lighter in complexion. There's not like that earthy tone. It's a bit more, a bit lighter. That sits behind the counter. He'll look at all of you that enter, and he'll speak in Drow. What are you looking for?
Wait, he speaks in Drow, so none of us understand that, I guess? Or...
I don't know. I didn't know if anybody did or not, so.
No.
Well, it's specifically Drow or it's Undercommon?
Undercommon, sorry. Undercommon.
I don't speak Undercommon.
No.
It's a dwarf or it's an elf?
He's dwarven. Well, he looks dwarven, but somewhat different.
I guess I would say hello in dwarven.
The Overtongue.
Sorry, we're not from the surf, or we're from the surface. We're not from down here.
I understand. Looking for things. I'm the only real shop that'll sell to anyone in quite some range.
You'll sell. Will you buy?
Perhaps. What do you got?
What do we got?
Did you find out if he speaks common?
Oh yeah. Can you speak common for my friends?
Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if I remember this. Hello, humanoid peoples. I am Fart You Here.
Excuse you.
What? For what?
We have an absurd amount of gems, a couple wands, masterwork scale mail. There's a noble's outfit men's on here. I don't know if someone wanted that. Masterwork great axe, masterwork long sword, masterwork morning star. I think we're keeping all the scrolls for now.
A noble's outfit.
And yeah, a bunch of potions.
So probably like the weapons we can sell, unless anyone.
Yeah.
I think if anyone wanted those weapons, they would have taken them when we got them. So yeah, we got these masterwork weapons.
Masterwork? There's no magic on them? Down here, I'm not going to be able to sell something that doesn't have magic. Maybe you can get away with hawking that stuff up on the surface, but not down here.
Fair enough. Well, so that's all we got.
Can he convert any money to higher denominations?
I could do that if you need it, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I've got to count it out. You'll have to wait for me to do that.
Looking around the shop, what kind of stuff does it look like he has for sale?
Like generic stuff, like some food stuff, some like water that he's got down here, some bits of clothing, bits of cloth, bits of like, if you can name some miscellaneous thing, he might have it. Cards, dice, some other game accoutrement.
He doesn't have magic items?
He does not seem to have any magic items.
Alright, I'll ask him. Do you have magic items?
Ah, yes, I do. If you're interested in those, I would have to take you into the back.
Yeah, I'm looking for an efficient quiver.
Like one that... what do you mean by efficient?
It's a magical quiver that stores a ton of arrows in it.
Ah, a never-ending quiver of sorts. Or do you have to still stock it?
What's that?
Do you still have to stock it? I do apologize. Some of the objects that I have here, I have acquired, I have checked, but I don't always know necessarily what all is on them. I'm not myself skilled magically. I just know that they have some level of magic on them. We make barter down here quite often, and what people can show me it does is what I assume it does.
I mean, I will take either. If you have one that creates arrows, I would be interested in it, or one that I could just store a ton of extra arrows in.
Sure thing.
And no extra weight, you know.
I can bring you into my back area and show it to you, but in order to do that, I'll need the rest of you to step out so I can lock up the store. I do not like bringing my objects out when there are an army of people here that could easily mug me for it.
I'm gonna gauge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't we told specifically not to separate because people could like doppelgang you and stuff?
You were in fact told that, yes. But I mean, he seems like he has a legitimate reason for this. Like, you are a large group of, you are a large party of people. It is just him in this shop, and he would be preparing to show you potentially powerful magical wares. He doesn't know you from any other monster roaming around here. For all he knows, you could be one of these shape-changing creatures.
Yeah, I mean, if you reminded me, then yeah, I'll be like, okay, yeah.
I'm also interested in magic weapons. Would it suffice if we left our weapons in this outer area while we come in the back with you?
Some of you are likely spellcasters, or like your friend with the bow there, potentially more than just good with a bow. He seems a bit at center with himself.
Would we be able to take turns coming to see what you have? Or?
If you were willing to stand outside, certainly.
I don't like it.
Yeah, like, I mean, something could attack our party in the hallway while one of us is gone. Or, you know, even if this dude's on the up and up, like, something could attack the party and have not all of us here.
Well, good sir, is there any way we can build some trust to allow us all to come there and look, or no? Is there no way?
Unfortunately, I don't think we can find a deal then. This tends to be a bit of a problem down here. Maybe if we build up rapport over some time, we can find a way to get there.
What kind of, does he have any type of security stuff around right now?
No, not that you can see.
So, I'm just confused. I'm actually going to ask him, like, so you're worried about everybody mugging you in the back, but you're not worried about people mugging you right here.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense. We could just mug you and then go in the back.
You wouldn't be able to get in the back.
But what if we kept you alive and then tortured you, or use magic to control your mind and force you to let us in the back?
Well, I suppose that would be a bit of a problem, wouldn't it?
Of course we're not going to do that, because we're just looking to shop and buy stuff.
He's, like, looking at you with a lot more anxiety than before.
Alright, well, if we can't strike a bargain, perhaps do you have some information about this surrounding area? I'm looking for perhaps where your kin would have once rested.
My kin?
Are you an underdwarf?
I am.
Then yes, for kin.
Ah, yes. Sorry, I suppose I misunderstood your question at first. When you say rested, in my head I think I thought you meant you're looking for where we sleep so you can kill us all.
Oh, no. Where your ancestors may have once fared, or where your allies were. Basically, I'm a historian of sorts. I'm looking for some relics of past, some things like this. And I was given information where once the underdwarves once have rested there, seemed to indicate some sort of past with this place, this level, perhaps.
The best way I know of right now is if you head out and you head north a ways. I think the path is still open, and then you head east when you reach the point where there is the exotic butchery. And eventually you should find your way to the catacombs that keep those who rest.
Excellent. Do you know if anything dangerous is on these paths that we should be aware of? Or
There's stuff dangerous everywhere.
any specifics that you're aware about?
Well, there is always the worry that you might happen upon a large gelatinous thing, dark in color, and rather dangerous in the levels of acid and stickiness that it has. Acid so sticky it can burn flesh away, but a texture so sticky that you'll easily be caught in it.
Is that a different color than the one we know about?
He's sort of referring to something much larger and more amorphous. This, he says, moves more like a liquidy kind of blobbish thing, whereas like the cubes are kind of like large and squarish.
Okay.
Do you know if this thing moves slow as the other ones like it?
It moves probably at the same speed of myself or your little friend there, but it can also move across the ceilings.
Thanks for the tip. Unless anyone else had any other inquiries, perhaps you're willing to just part with some minor magic items. A pouch that holds coin, unseemingly simple magic item. If you didn't mind bringing it out, I can prepay you for it.
You're asking me to step into my back room, find this object.
Here. We can all wait outside, and then when you call us back in, we can come back in. On the surface, we call it a Pathfinder pouch, but I don't know if you... It's a pouch that holds coin.
If you'll step outside, I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Yeah, I'll step out as well.
Yeah, I'll step out.
Yeah. Once you all step out, you'll hear a click at the door.
We rush it enough.
Rusty, you know what to do.
I don't want to burn no bridges.
But
I want to.
The door will click once again.
I guess we'll just wait it, not to be like barging in until he's ready for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna specifically, I'm gonna perception. I'm gonna be very aware of the ceiling now.
Yeah. Super paranoid.
Yeah. The door doesn't open though. You just hear it unlock.
Oh, like this door in front of us?
Yeah,
unlocks?
The door in front of you unlocks.
All right, I'll just give like a courtesy knock, and then if I don't hear anything, I'll open it up.
Okay. Yeah, there's no reply. You figure the size of that room, it would have been way too, like, your knock would not have echoed well enough that he probably would have heard it. But you can open up the door and head in. And he is there, and he has in his hand a little pouch. And he sets it down on the counter.
You mind if I inspect it? Make sure it's extra-dimensional space as I inquired about?
Yeah, he'll gesture to it with a wand he holds in his hand.
Like he's allowing me to inspect it, or?
Yeah, he's allowing you to inspect it.
All right, yeah, I'll pick it up and just open it up. Does it seem like that?
And he like keeps the wand pointed at the pouch.
Is it as I expect? Does it look like extra dimensional or whatever?
Yes, it is fundamentally a Pathfinder pouch.
Excellent. Yeah,
it is
I'll look
called
it over
a smuggler's pouch, in fact.
Oh. I'll just like look it over to make sure it's not like ripped or anything. And if it looks satisfactory,
yeah,
I'll hand him over. Well, I guess I'll ask how much for this pouch.
1,200 gold.
Some sort of service dweller tax?
No.
Well, wait, I don't know if does Felix know how much a simple this item costs?
Give me a praise check. That's what you would need.
I was about to say I could also try appraise it.
Yeah. So yeah, with Felix understands at least the value of things. You know, it's a little high compared to what you would pay on the surface, but you're also getting it this far down.
Sure.
And there is difficulty, and he doesn't really know if he can trust you, and he is kind of putting himself on the line to sell this to you.
All right, friend. I see you are quite the businessman. I'm willing to pay this, but perhaps a slight somewhere in the middle, so we can build some rapport. And I'm gonna smile with a big smile, and use my enchanting smile, and try to, I don't know. What kind of check would it be to
give me
casting a spell on him?
Give me either a bluff or a diplomacy. Your choice.
I would prefer bluff.
Okay.
So let me turn. I don't think he can resist the smile, does he?
No,
I just get the bonus, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I smile greatly and I make a check. Oops, I want to bluff.
That's fine.
Whatever.
No, you said you wanted to bluff. Roll me the bluff.
5. My bluff is plus 17.
Roll me the bluff. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. There you go. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
I never got you nothing.
Right.
Alright, I understand where you're coming from. I suppose I could give you a small bit of a deal. An even 1,000 then.
That is very satisfactory, friend. Do you take platinum?
I'll take whatever you have.
Excellent.
All of it, I mean. No, I'm kidding.
You point the wand at him. All of it. Right now.
Very funny, very funny. I take a side pouch of 100 platinum and pop it on the desk.
Yep. He'll keep the wand pointed at you as he like goes through the coins methodically. And then he'll like put the pouch away.
Satisfied, sir?
Yes, I think we've made a good deal here. Thank you.
Excellent. Do you want me to actually call this the smuggler's pouch?
Smuggler's pouch. You can call it a Pathfinder pouch if you want, but in the world, that the term is a smuggler's pouch.
What's it do?
It basically holds a small amount of stuff, but you can turn on and off the extra dimensional space. So it can't, and it doesn't detect as magic. So like it's very difficult for somebody to find something that's in there.
I like.
Excellent. Yeah, and I move my coins to the pouch.
Yep. He'll lower the wand slowly.
Transferring them directly to his bank account.
Wrong game.
That would be
dwarf's
funny,
bank
actually.
account.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that would be great. I didn't even think about that as a trick.
You fell for my trap.
Your money is safely stored away.
Yep.
Stupid
This thing
surface
weighs
dweller.
1 pound. Yeah, I don't know if any of you have anything you want to talk to this guy about, but I say, what is your name, friend? My name is Felix.
My name is Guffram.
Guffram. Thank you. Perhaps we'll do business again one day.
Perhaps.
Excellent. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have anything. Are you ready to head north until we hit the butcher shop?
Yeah.
All right.
If I can, I'm gonna be constantly detecting magic to see if.
All right. So now we have a place specifically to go. So I am rolling survival now.
Now you will roll some survival. Yep, to make sure you don't miss the butcher shop.
Perception, survival. Ooh, we're lost.
Wow, you were one of both. That's brutal.
Yeah, so the way I perceive this kind of like slip up is you're traveling along and you obviously pass by like a reasonable number of doors on this travel, and like somebody gets the linguistics wrong, mistakes like one word for another. You assume that this is the butcher place, and you make your turn kind of early. And as you make that turn, Felix, you will catch sight of something. Let me find where you guys are at when this happens and switch up the background music for a moment. Yeah, you will notice a sort of lumbering stone-like brute that is making its way down the hallway. It has a body kind of like an ogre, but with a face that looks almost like the face of like maybe a mantis or some kind of like large mandibled insectoid. It kind of has a hunch to it as its arms are dragging across the floor as it walks, and at its back is a long stinger, a long tail with a massive stinger on the back of it. And it...
Who notices this? All of us, or?
The only one of you that rolled a perception check higher than a 20.
All right. So can I knowledge check it, or?
Yeah, you can give me a knowledge check.
Which one would it be?
This is going to be knowledge history.
Knowledge history. I actually heard of it.
Ooh. Let's see here. That is 10 plus. Okay. So you will know this to be a tunnel brute. These are reasonably strong creatures. They have the ability to either move through the ground or climb across surfaces with their sort of like their hands and their feet have kind of like this bug-like texture that allows them to climb up objects. Their stinger is rather poisonous, having the ability to slowly drain the life energy out of people. But one of the most strong parts of them is actually the way that they smell. Capable of making someone feel as if they are being affected by powerful magics. Give me a knowledge arcana to try to remember what the magics emulate. Okay. You would know this to be like the spell Crushing Despair, imposing upon all who smell it a -2 to attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks, skill checks, and damage rolls.
Before I inform the party or whatever, like, we believe this is the correct path we're going, right? Like,
yes, you believe that this is the correct path you're going down.
Okay. So yeah, I'll kind of point this thing out if no one else has seen it. Say, there's this huge mantis-like thing ahead. It's got a huge stinger. It's poisonous, and if you get near it, it's gonna have a palpable aura that'll stink and make you feel like you're under Great despair, crushing despair, magic.
Is it likely to attack us, or is it likely to ignore us if we try to go that way?
Do I know the nature of these things, the alignment, basically?
Their decision-making process is somewhat unknown. They sort of make decisions as they feel in the day, unconcerned for the well-being of others.
And sorry, I may have missed this, but what type of creature is it? It's not like a construct, is it?
It is of the giant type. So your knowledge of history will give you a little bit of insight. So many years ago, when the country of Meraxis was run by the Dwarven kings, there was an advisor to the king who had suggested the idea of creating these sort of shock troops, these blends of humanoids and various creatures, things which would serve to best protect the kingdom, but whose minds would be more limited, more flexible, and removing certain elements from their body, and making them more like whatever creatures they're infusing with. Insects were one of the first to be chosen because the insectile mind and the insectile body don't have pain receptors, and it's very easy to sell to a population. Just because they have people bodies doesn't mean they feel like people. These are simply insects in different bodies designed to protect you. Any pain that they're feeling isn't really pain.
So from that check, do I know that they are insectoid minds, so they'd be immune to mind affecting, basically?
So from your check, you would know that they're not actually insectoid-minded. The problem with when you're crossbreeding these things is that some aspects of both are still going to produce themselves. So the pain lack part is true, but they do have a sense of mind, just not a very strong sense of mind.
Okay, and then the last thing I probably want to know is, can they communicate? Is there a language that they have, or?
Usually they either speak their own kind of language, this like mushed up mess of like smells and chortles and like motions. They also, many of them still know giant, but it's kind of like a broken and mixed up giant.
Sorry, there is one last thing. Do I know this thing is a more than 4 hit dice? Is that something I can know?
That you'll need to give me a gauge for.
Alright, I'll just say to the party these things. I don't think we can communicate with them. I'm not sure if they would attack us, but we gotta go this way. The stinger's poison. If some of you can maybe gauge how hardy this thing is, maybe I could just put it to sleep and we can walk by.
Do I see it now that he's pointed it out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and gauge.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, so Sylvia, you're watching how it moves. One of the things you notice while you're watching it is that it's not that it hasn't noticed you, but it doesn't seem to be like doing anything about the fact that it's noticed you yet. But the way it's kind of like moving around, it walks a little bit towards you and then kind of like looks around and like turns a bit and like sniffs in a direction and then sniffs in another direction. Well, it moves kind of slow. It doesn't seem to have effort in its movement, and it doesn't seem to be like affected as much by concerns or fears. You'd say this thing is probably at least twice as tough as you guys are. And dramatically stronger than any of you are.
Yeah, it's at least twice as tough as us, and
well,
dramatically stronger.
Is there a different path we can take? Because we're just living on its good graces right now. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I look around. Is there multiple ways to walk down here, or is it one tunnel?
It's just him in this tunnel.
These things were, if my studied history is correct, these things were made to protect the dwarves that used to live here. Perhaps if we take no aggressive action, it will mean us no harm.
Yeah.
Speak giant, even like attempt to communicate with it.
I don't believe it speaks giant. I think it speaks a language of
No, you know it
smells
speaks a
and-
crude
oh,
form of giant.
Oh, crude. Yeah.
I'm asking if any of us speak giant.
I don't.
Yeah, I thought they didn't speak giant.
I
Yeah,
do not
it's-
speak giant.
It's just very, it's like very basic.
I don't know any giant.
I really wish I had picked tongues already. I can understand it if it tries to talk to us, but I can't talk back.
Well, this is the way we have to go. So
We do not have to go this way. We can turn around and leave this place. I am not risking my life or whatever the hell you want down here.
it's fine. You
Yeah.
can leave if you want if you're a coward. I thought
I
a
mean,
fellow with the mistress would crave new experiences down here.
Sure, but experiences where I'm still intact afterwards.
Being turned into a paste is an experience.
Not an
We-
experience I can share with the mistress of my head.
We could take this thing in a fight if we needed to. Let us just be peaceful and walk forward. If you all are cowards, I will walk forward first.
Oh, I'm definitely no coward. I will walk with you.
Okay.
Freaking
Well, I'm gonna walk because peer pressure.
Yeah, at this
So
point.
if everyone,
They got
yeah.
me.
So I'm not going to walk first unless they want me to, but if I've rallied them to walk, I'll let them walk first.
bitch, you should
I-
be the
I
one
mean-
in front.
I mean, if I get hit, I'm dead, so. I don't want to risk casting your image in case it perceives that as a
Same
aggressive
thing. I want to
action.
cast spells, but that might be aggressive. So
Yeah, so
like,
I'm going to wait for it to make the
not
first move before I
casting spell.
So yeah, if possible, if it's like on the left side, I would tell everyone to go to the right, like give it room as much as we can, and just like I don't know, maybe we can just like have hands up and just walk slowly past it. But I would ask those that have the best gauge to see if they could sense any posturing for aggressiveness. If we take a step forward and starts like freaking out or something, we could have knowledge of that or something.
Is it taking up the whole tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't like pass it at all.
Oh, we didn't see it. Okay, I don't know that.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
I
you
can
guys
see it.
when he points it out to you, you can notice it.
Okay.
So there's no
Um,
way to like just walk by it. It has to like. Let
No,
us-
like as you're getting closer to it, like at first it's hard to tell because it has a very like kind of stone tinted skin. But as you start closing in, you're like, man, that thing is fucking huge. As it fills the entire width of the tunnel.
Well, I'll as we walk, I'll just try to call out to it and say, "Peace, peace."
Yeah, and I'm
Mundalabada!
gauging.
Oh,
Does that
yeah.
seem like it's hostile?
I just like have my hands up. Hands up.
Yeah, you're not sure whether or not that's a hostile sentiment or a friendly sentiment.
Luna, can you understand it?
I mean, I could if I cast a spell, but I don't want to piss it off like by casting a spell.
All right, so I like lock eyes with it, and I like make like a sprinkling motion, and I like shrug my shoulders at it.
He seasoned himself.
The thing, like, its mandibles kind of open and close.
I'll see.
Do you want me to try?
The problem is, I don't know if you'll think we're casting at it. Can you maybe turn around and do it? Face the other way?
Okay.
So at least he knows he's not being targeted with aggressive magic. And I'll try to distract it while you do this.
Yeah, so go ahead.
So I was gonna say, like, if she starts to like, what is it, a hex or is it an actual spell?
It's an actual spell. It's just
Okay, so
comprehend
I'm gonna be
languages.
trying to just distract it and be like, hello, like I'll just be like using a loud voice, be like, hello, peace, we are friends. Like I'm just gonna like say random things.
Yeah,
to-
so you're saying that, and Luna, you're turning around to cast the spell?
I'm in like the back of the group, but yeah, I'd kind of turn around and.
You'll hear it make a noise.
Oh, I'm looking
that
around.
mean?
Are there more of them coming?
No, there are no more of them coming.
Oh god, I don't know what this scene is saying. I'll attempt to cast comprehend languages and hope it doesn't get pissed off.
Yeah, you cast comprehend languages. And as like the spell kind of completes, he says, you can hear him saying, "Fuck, you wanna?"
You want some?
Oh god, do I think I can like survive that?
It'd be quite the experience.
Wait, is he talking to
Bring
me?
back.
Why
No,
is he talking to
like
her?
she turned her back to him,
It's a mating dance.
and this maybe is some kind of mating thing. He made a specific noise, and then she turned around.
What's it saying?
It wants to know if I want to have sex with it.
Ah, excellent, do it. We need to get past here.
What the fuck?
What are we gonna do to your body?
Do I have any idea?
What
Like,
an experience to tell the mistress after.
I just
What
want to
if
know, do I feel like proportionally I can survive this?
So you don't. I mean, you can't really gauge because he is covered in like enough furs to stop you from seeing just what you'd have to encounter.
Oh god.
And what if he eats you afterwards?
He is part
I get a good
mantis.
knowledge check, right? Like, do I have knowledge of their mating habits or not?
Yeah, you can know that like
Or at
for
least
the
I would know that they would be known that they kill their mate.
for the most part they don't murder their prey.
For the most part.
Well, the thing, it's about like resistance, right? Like
Right.
they still have sort of an animalistic mind or an insectilistic mindset. So they're not always thinking necessarily when they're doing what they're doing. And so if something is struggling heavily against them, they might take a more aggressive response to it, and that might result in complications.
Do I
Luna,
feel
I
like
was
I
really-
can charm this thing mid?
Coitus.
Well, hold on.
Mid-fuck.
Luna, I was merely joking. If you don't want to, you can just tell it no.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not gonna die.
Alright, well, you make the choice. You're a grown-ass woman.
I am a grown-ass woman. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So in this particular case, you can make an assumption that this could go a number of different ways, and it's unknown as to how this what the result of this is. You also would have to decide how comfortable you are, because this thing does have a more insectile or animalistic mindset. So it's probably not gonna like take you back to its bedroom to do this.
Yeah, I figured that.
That's fine. Well, by the way, Luna, we'll all have to watch because we can't be separated.
I mean, how badly do you want to get past here? Do you want to have to fight this thing?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, we could be doppelganged, so we'll need to watch, I guess, and wait for you to finish.
While they're talking, I'm gonna try moving forward and try just walking past the thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can move all the way up to it, and it will not attack you. But if you try to pass it, it'll kind of like get a little bit in the way.
Oh, okay. So I'll back up slowly.
Alright, fuck it. If this is how I die, then I guess I'm going out in a very interesting way.
Oh, we're right here. If something bad happens, let us know.
We can't. What? We can't save her.
So
What do you mean we have to? She could get doppelganged. This is the problem with the shopkeeper.
It transforms and it murders her and transforms into her.
So that's how it.
Give us a safe word. We don't know if your screams of pleasure or pain, so scream out like pineapple or something, and then we'll know.
Alright.
This is
Sure,
not where I was
that'll
expecting this to go at all.
Oh my god.
I thought you guys would just decide to fight this thing.
Well, you got a mistress, follower of the mistress here.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, you
it is an
do.
experience. It is
Wait,
a.
he didn't get angry when we cast spells, right?
Well,
He
I don't
didn't-
know if he noticed.
He didn't. He was more paying attention to the fact that a female had turned and displayed themselves.
Right.
Why, Hagrim, what are you thinking?
I could make an image of one of a creature that looks like that on the ceiling?
To confuse it, and then we
And maybe it'll
Guys,
go
it's
up there
fine.
after.
It's probably just a little sex. It's probably fine, okay?
All right. Remember, scream pineapple if you want us to intervene.
All right. I got it.
All right, so I think here I'm going to have you roll 3d4.
Oh, God.
That's how many eggs it lays in.
That's what?
Please, God, no.
Can't pay attention to alien, and it's like bursts out of her stomach later.
I am trying to charm this thing to...
Okay. To have a little bit more ability to control the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's my 3d4. I don't know if I want low or high.
Okay,
Hopefully
so
low.
that's roughly average.
Average, yeah.
And that will be basically doubled in all dimensions. So that's handleable.
You rolled for P now, son.
Yeah, and then what is your... Give me your charm. What's your charm DC?
Yeah, it's got... Hold on. So it's flat 16, and then sexually attracted, it's increased by another if they've had willing... I mean, we're in the middle of it, so technically it has, so it's increased by... So, 19?
Yeah, it will fail. And you will find, like, this is, with a bit of, like, charm that you've passed upon it, you can kind of more easily guide it. You don't really speak a common language, but some would say you don't really need a common language to do this kind of
She
thing.
understands it, yeah.
Yeah.
So...
So, like, as you notice, it's starting to, like, you know, want something a different way and is trying to, like, tell you, you can kind of make sure that's happening for it.
Keep it from wanting to getting frustrated and just killing you.
Yes, and deciding, I'm gonna move you for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, the experience is probably pretty painful, because it's not, like, taking its time. It's just like, okay, time to do this.
Whatever.
But in the end, like, it's not a very long experience, and the thing just kind of like slumps down in the corner. Its humanoid self very clearly evident in this moment.
I'll I don't know, give it some parting token. Pat it on its head, toss it my underwear.
What the? All right, let's move, people.
Yeah.
Do I?
You all can carry on with the survival.
Does it go to sleep?
Oh yeah, it goes to sleep.
Hey,
another botched survival, second in a row.
Do you want to kill it off as everybody else is slipping away?
Oh yeah, let's get it.
I can't kill it by myself.
You coup de grace.
Coup de grace doesn't always auto kill.
That thing.
Oh, then yes, I'm killing it.
Well, no, coup de grace doesn't always auto kill. They get a save versus it. No, they get a save to survive.
They make a.
Yeah,
it's either a con or a fortitude
It's a fort save.
Yeah, fort save.
I think it's like almost always impossible unless you like have very little damage.
It depends on how much damage you do. If you do low damage, it's not impossible because it's like 10 or 15 plus damage dealt. So.
True.
Something like that.
So long as you deal more than like 15 damage on an auto crit.
Yeah.
It'll be really hard for it to live past that.
Probably be more than that. Start life is ×3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, get it.
Up to you guys.
Well, wait, how's this going on? Like, is he doing this behind our back, or what's happening exactly?
Yeah, because I have.
Well, no, I'm usually in the front, so I couldn't really split
Okay.
away.
You ask us, I
like,
guess?
where are you going? You know.
So you bring this up? You want to murder it? You tell us this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kill it?
Sounds good.
Well, why did we just make her sleep with it then? Why did we just fight it?
Now we don't have to fight it. We can loot it.
It didn't hurt us. It was fine. Let's just go.
Yeah, I don't think we should murder it. It seems
We
very.
need revenge. We need revenge for what it did to you.
Look,
It was consensual.
With like the fuck 'em and kill 'em train we're on. Like we like had that plan with the one dude. Now this creature. Like I'm not on a fuck 'em kill 'em train. Okay?
I'll start calling you Black Widow.
No.
But yeah, I agree. I don't think there's any reason to harm this creature. It wasn't aggressive to us, and Luna just coaxed it. And...
I consented, okay? If I had said no and it still tried, then that would be cause for killing it. I consented.
Think of the trophy.
I have the memory. That's enough trophy I need.
Oh yeah, God, you care about me.
We don't know if these things are linked or anything, if there's more of them, if killing one of them sets off some sort of reaction or alarm or something. Let's just move along. Yeah, let's just move along.
All right. You all can head. You all can head some way down these tunnels. Yeah, we can take a short pause, and when we get back, we'll see what else happens as the party heads the wrong way.
What else Luna has to fuck?
Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance.
Yeah, so the party is making their way down yet another long, dark hallway. When Silvio, you will hear a faint slurping sound coming across the ceiling.
It's above us, guys.
I'm gonna try to back up.
Yeah, you hear it's quite a ways away.
Oh,
Okay. It's on the
But
ceiling.
you know it's ahead of you.
Yeah.
Let
Watch
me
the ceiling.
bring you guys to the map you're on. Bloop.
I don't see anything, but it's the plan.
What do we know about the oozes and stuff? I'm assuming they're immune to mind affecting, probably.
Yes, they are most certainly immune to mind affecting.
And she fuck it. I'm joking.
Little harder in that particular case. I guess little softer.
And a little bit burnier. I think I'm gonna pass.
It's definitely sanitary.
I mean, it can get kind of stuck in there and burn away.
Do we wait till it comes in sight? Do you want...
Is there any way to sneak past it, maybe?
I don't think so. I think it
Do
would
these
fall on
things
you.
attack anything that comes near it? Like, what attracts them? Who knows a lot about sludges or...
Somebody
whatever?
with knowledge engineering can give me a chance to answer that question. Yeah, so... oh, that's actually 25 for Rusty. Okay. Rusty, you will know that they are, like, sort of perpetually looking for things to consume. When it comes to oozes, these are like oftentimes creations of wizards or mistakes of like magical reagents that have kind of blended together and given life to fungi or other similar kind of like quasi-plant things. And their purpose is just sort of to grow and consume. They don't really have much in the way of mentalities otherwise. Is that a thing I can consume? Yes, I will try to consume it. Because if I can consume it, I will get bigger. That is the mentality of an ooze.
And it's in, like, this area here?
It's somewhere down the hallway.
Somewhere down there.
Yep.
Well,
what do you guys want?
Sacrifice Pavon to it.
No, that is not a plan.
Have him run forward, he'll drop down, and then we...
Well, I could make an image under it. If it's not overly smart, it might think there's something actually there.
you could
Yeah.
throw
Then what?
Hmm?
We kill it.
Why can't
Well, you know,
just fire
it's
it from the
immune to
ceiling?
mind affecting. So you're not necessarily sure that images would work.
You could throw something shiny in a direction that we wanted to go.
Actually, I'm curious.
Real trace.
Let me double check something about illusions. I'm assuming it's an illusion that you'd be using, right? You're using like yeah. Hold on.
I can throw it in chat if you want.
I need to look up the rules for illusions because I don't remember if I think different subtypes of illusions can work and other ones don't.
It's
Versus
a figment illusion. That helps.
yeah, that does actually help. Yeah, it's patterns that are the ones that it's patterns and phantasms that don't affect it. So figments are fine. That's what I was double checking. I knew there was some kind of like some of them that counted as mind affecting, even if they don't necessarily say it in their description. So I wanted to make sure this wasn't one of those circumstances.
What's the plan? You want it to just fall on the floor so it just can't fall on top of us and fire at it and kite it?
Yeah, it won't get a surprise attack on us from the ceiling, and we get our attacks when we see it drop down.
Sounds solid enough. We want to kite it with Silvio, or are you guys planning on getting in melee with it? Sounds like that might be a deadly choice if you do that.
Yeah, I can't really fight at ranged. So I
Well, we
would
know
rather not
You
get in
don't
melee
have
with
your
it.
reach weapon anymore?
It's too heavy. The change I underwent kind of made it where that's not feasible anymore.
I'm wondering if we could, if I have anything to keep it at bay. Doesn't look like it.
Can you create a pit?
I could have if I had prepared it, but I didn't know how to prepare that today.
Sylvia
Well,
also heard it coming from above, not below.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it climbs on ceilings.
If it's,
It,
I was gonna say, if
it
it's
won't do
just sludge
anything.
its way up the pit.
Can it be entangled? Do you know this, Grubsky? Can my web bolts restrain it?
I think not. It has under ooze traits. I'm pretty sure one of them is that it. Where is it? Gaze attacks, visual illusions, other attacks that rely on sight, poison, sleep, paralysis, polymorph, stunning. No criticals, precision, sneak attack. By raw, you can grapple it? What? I guess it gets a bonus versus grapple-like conditions, but...
Alright, well that can be a plan.
It
This will
just
be harder to
seems
hit you.
odd. Okay. Alright, Ra. I don't get you. Let me just grab this ooze right here.
Who wants to grab an ooze? That's probably what they were thinking. Like, if they want to melt, I guess they can.
I stick my hand in it. Ooh! You move into its square to grapple it.
Well, that can be the play. I can try to restrain it of some sort, so at least it has a harder time hitting you. You're brave enough to stand the line to protect Silvio.
I could just, like, which direction, like, how far down can we see?
As far as your characters can see.
There's like a blackness right here.
Yeah, because it's it should be equal to your dark vision.
But then right here it's gray, not black. I can actually.
It's because you've been on this map before.
Gotcha. Okay, so from where it's black, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's.
It is black as pitch.
I mean, I could also make a sound that's receding and make it seem like it's moving away. But can oozes hear?
They usually like sense things based on hold on, I'll give you this one because you've got enough info. They usually like feel, it's usually like a fear-based thing, so like vibrational sight.
So the image wouldn't work then?
The image could still work because the image still produces some level of, or no, does minor image not produce noise?
It does.
Yeah, then it would work because it would still produce vibrational noise.
So would just the sound work?
So the thing you know is they're looking for things that are fleshy, so they may not necessarily just go after noise. What they're looking for is like, does the reverberation of noise create like an essence that feels kind of soundish? They also do have some kind of way to identify, almost supernaturally, a difference between like flesh and other materials. Like they always seem to know kind of where life is once they're within a certain range of it.
Wow, this has very long range. Jeez.
Yeah.
So with minor image, I can actually move. So I can have it look like some type of animal is running ahead of us by long distance. So I can have it look like an animal's running and muling past us like it's injured or something, and see if it drops down.
Okay.
Just make sure to keep it within our sight so Silvio can get a surprise shot off at it.
Yeah, so we'll move forward as the image is going forward, right?
Yep.
Well, you saw it, right?
What is the image of?
No,
He didn't
I heard
see it,
it.
he hears it.
Oh, okay.
What is the image of?
I don't know what's would this sludge thing be likely to attack like that big thing that we just saw?
Well, I
why don't
mean,
you-
make it like a fleshy human, just like walking down.
Make it look like
mean-
Luna.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it doesn't attack a fleshy human, then it won't attack us, right? So, I mean, that's what you should make it.
All right, yeah.
I'll give you a fleshy human that deserves to be eaten by an ooze. There you go.
I assume it's one of our old characters.
Can you see it on the screen there?
I mean, I'm like super zoomed
there.
out.
Oh.
So
Is
I
that
need-
Gulron? Oh,
He enjoys being eaten. It's on his list of
Did you
pets,
recreate
right?
that shopkeeper? Why is he a dwarf? So weird, Wigram.
But yeah, you can send it ahead. And can I get a perception from the party as this thing runs out?
Yeah.
Yeah, Silvio, you'll hear about 100 or so feet down the hall. There is a kind of sound of something
we were moving
dropping.
with it, remember?
Yeah, go ahead and move your movement speed. Because you said it was moving faster than you guys, so...
Yeah, I want
Okay.
I want to have a wide berth.
Well, I mean, I'll move your guys' movement speed because I move faster.
I'm just slowly moving up. We know it's down.
No,
right?
just move your movement speed right now, and...
So I only have 20 feet, so that would be my.
Well, you're full.
Yeah.
You can full move, or you take a full round action. So you can move 40 feet total. Anybody in range that can see it yet?
I cannot.
You
Well,
will
I'll put
hear
that
a.
aside.
Excuse you, Luna.
They're not the sounds I make, thank you very much. You should know. Y'all had to watch.
What the hell? I was making a fart joke. Get your head out of the gutter.
Can anyone see it? I was
Nope.
gonna whisper that, not say it really loudly. Like.
I don't see it, but we must be close. Can I cast a spell?
You can cast a spell.
I'll give Silvio Owl's wisdom.
I will also give him guidance.
Okay.
Because that's about the only useful thing I can do against a ooze: heal and give guidance.
Let's move, people. We got 4 minutes of Owl's wisdom.
I'll move up a little bit. I still can't see him.
Yep.
I don't
Okay.
know if anybody else can.
Nope.
Man, this is nerve wracking. I know it's here, but I can't see it. It drives me crazy.
It is very loudly splorching.
Is it still on the ceiling?
No, you heard it flop to the floor. But I'm gonna need everybody to roll into initiative.
Oh no.
As it has most certainly spotted you.
I feel like my vision isn't quite far enough, but...
What's your dark vision supposed to be?
Well, we have light here. So it's supposed to be the light vision, and it just doesn't seem like the light is giving off. It's giving... Oh, is light only 20 feet?
Light is only 20 feet.
Okay, never mind, it's correct then.
Okay. Felix, you will go first. Well, I adjust the ooze's initiative to be correct.
Yeah. I've already given him the wisdom, so I'll just mirror image myself.
All right. Luna.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot I can do, so
I gotta give you
think
that mirror image macro.
everyone right here. I'm going to... I think this is... I've been doing everyone but Felix. I'm going to throw that out just in case.
All right. Silvio.
I delayed till Higram because he was
All right.
moving first.
Rusty.
yeah, I got
It's
you.
actually hurting my throat to do that. Now that Whitney's here, though, I can make the noise one more time.
Oh, you don't want cookies, huh?
Oh, wait, I do want cookies.
Take it back.
I can't. I already made the sound. I can't take it back. Carry on, Rusty.
I'm carrying on.
Because I love you.
Chocolate chip.
I'm gonna drink a shield potion.
All right. Pegram.
And I might move as well.
Okay.
Do we have any specific plans that we're...
Why
Yeah,
not get eaten by
Find
them?
it, kill it. Those are the
Yeah.
plans.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see how much I can move. Maybe I'll at least see it. I forget what this is here.
That's what I should have thought. That guy had some
Oh, 30, there you go.
vision amplification devices.
Oh, I start to see it.
All right. Silvio, or I'm sorry, Higram, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor, and then I'm gonna move. Divine's gonna move me in. Still don't see it. Is that right?
If you can't see it, I would think you can though now.
I mean, I can see it.
Yeah, I can also see it.
That's a little weird.
Let me make sure your vision is on. You're even the one emitting light. Do you have low light vision or just regular vision?
Don't know. Low light vision? Regular vision? Halflings, I think, don't have any.
Yeah, they're regular. They're regular human vision.
Yeah.
Okay. Silvio. That's probably
Yeah.
why. I think you're just barely out of the light radius of it. Yep.
Okay.
Which is weird, because
yeah,
I can see it, and I am a human.
Okay, hold
I
on.
mean, I can see it fine, so I'm gonna flurry and do all that good stuff.
Wait,
You
hold on a
fight
sec.
it still.
There's a problem here. I gotta fix a character sheet. Yeah, I think when I configured your character, I forgot you weren't Elvish. Bad job, Steve. Bad job,
What? Who's Zach's dude?
Zach's dude. And let me.
Bro. I think
Yeah,
he
because I was
moved
about to say I specifically took the Fey touch for mine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now it should be gone.
Yeah,
Nope.
I can't see it anymore.
I see it as I apparently should see it.
Yes, you do. I double checked. I double checked your
I do
thing.
in fact have better than normal vision.
Yep.
Okay.
Take your shot.
So yeah, I'll flurry deadly aim. Yep. How far is it?
Guidance as well.
Yep.
One of your
Okay.
hits.
Yep, sounds good. Guidance for my first one. And I'll say, I see it, guys. And I shoot it, so that's the 13.
It will hit, but seemingly have no effect on it. It just kind of slumps into it.
Okay, and my second attack.
It will hit and seemingly have no effect on it.
I think we need to turn around and run.
Yeah, my arrows have no effect, guys. I say it's my free action.
It will splorch forward with new things that will actually potentially make it feel full. Felix.
Does Rusty know what affects it?
Yeah, Rusty. Now that you can see it, you can give me a knowledge engineering. Good
Can I also
enough.
make it, or-
It is immune to electricity. This is a ochre jelly. It is immune to electricity, mind affecting, slashing, and piercing. They are incredibly slow, but they can climb walls. And they have an acid that will burn everything but bone. They are also slightly adhesive, so if they get in close, they can kind of stick themselves to you.
You said immune to slashing and piercing?
Immune to
Does
slashing
anyone
and
have
piercing.
bludgeoning weapons? If not, we're running, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll
Do we
try
know
and web
which
bolt
way,
it.
like,
And
if
we're
we're in
running.
the middle of this room, do we know which way we wanted to go?
You were supposed to keep heading east. Eventually, if you went east, you would find the catacombs with the like resting place of several of these underdwarves.
Yeah, I web bolted to try and restrain it so we can get away from them.
All right, you web bolt it. I don't actually. I guess it could. It can roll in 18 or higher and somehow save. It does not. It rolled a 0.
All right, let's get out of here.
Luna.
Someone pick a direction.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm going to wait until, just hold my turn until someone else starts moving and move with them, because I don't want to be the first running a direction.
All right, Rusty. You want to fight this thing with its slashing and piercing resistance or immunity?
No, I want to live.
Bash it with your face. Ooh, yeah. Run that way.
Rusty, do you know if is this one of the monsters where when you hit it, it like splashes on you and also burns you to death?
Do I know that?
It is not one of the ones that does that.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah.
So are we retreating to where we were, or were we just going a different direction?
Somebody needs to answer quick.
You gotta call out.
Or
Pick north or south and
3.
run it. We'll follow.
No, go.
All right.
Just go back. Go back the way we came.
Oh God,
2.
I'm going back.
Okay. Hagram, it's your action. Well,
A
Rusty's
party
moving.
full of weaklings.
Do we know if it has reach?
It does not have reach.
I kind of want to fight it.
Do you have a
Get a
bludgeoning,
bludgeoning
weapon?
weapon?
I don't need a bludgeoning weapon.
What are you gonna do to
I'm
it?
special. I'm gonna poke it with my dagger. I'm gonna use martial flexibility,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take the feat weapon versatility, which will let me use my weapon as a blunt weapon. I think that's how it works. Yeah. I don't know how to put that in the chat. I guess I can just do this.
Just what was the name of it again? I'll just pull it up.
Weapon versatility.
Okay.
There you go.
I got it. Yeah, very strange, but yeah, it'll work.
I mean, I'm using my giant shuriken as a blunt weapon somehow.
You're slapping it on it. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, hey, group's got it. Everyone stay and fight.
I'm gonna have Pavan move me up,
All right.
and I'm gonna use my swift action to turn it into a blunt weapon, and then I'm gonna hit it.
Yep. You slap at it sideways with your sword, or with your star knife. Roll me damage. And you splorch pieces of it against the nearby wall. Silvio. Does Pavan want to take a bite out of it?
No, it burned for no reason.
Alright, yeah, I'll drop my bow and charge it with my fist.
Yeah! Fisting it.
Yeah, it's gonna take a moment because my stupid character sheet, like, I gotta
It does
switch
the lag
up the
thing,
weapon
yep.
and... Ugh.
Oh wait, I would have done 2 more damage from the spell I cast.
Oh yeah, from the Divine Favor.
Favor.
Thank you. Divine Favor. No dying on stream.
I'm sorry.
All right,
Alright,
Silvio.
That's a charge.
Yep, that is a hit. for 5, and your fists burn a little bit as you take a point of acid damage. And this thing will attack towards the biggest hit that it felt, which will be towards Pavan, because it doesn't know Pavan and you are separate things. And it will get a... Ooh, that was a really good roll. 23 to hit Pavan.
Yeah, for sure.
Out the poppers.
No.
And it will splash 8 points of acid damage onto Pavan. And as it does so, does a 19 beat... 20...
Yeah.
22... No.
Beats everything.
Okay, 23 beats CMD.
Yeah.
Sorry, it has a random bonus to grapple. So Pavan is, like, caught in it. Oh, will Liberating Command be successful again? Escape artist check for Pavan.
Do it, do it,
I'll say-
do it, do it.
Wow.
20.
That is a success. These things have a terrible CMD.
Twice now. This
Yeah.
game's the lucky
Maybe
boy.
the spell's turning around. Felix.
I'll move
Acid
on up.
splash the acid.
I'll attempt to aid another. I'll accept some acid damage if that's what it entails if I hit AC 10, which I do.
No, you won't take any acid damage. You're kind of like pointing out, like, get it here, get it here. It's like it's not looking here.
So yeah, I don't know if I declare an ally. I guess I'll give it to Pavan or Higram.
No, give it to Pavan.
No, if I see Pavan isn't fighting, I give it to.
All right, Luna.
All right, well, I'll do the one thing I can potentially succeed at. I will attempt to misfortunate.
Yeah, if it rolls an 18 or higher.
Oh, yeah, I have to move
It does
up
not.
A little bit. I think I have to
Yeah,
move
that's what it
like
deserves.
here to do it. Yeah.
Be bad at everything. Blood monster.
All right, well, it's misfortune.
Oh,
So there's something. That's my turn.
Rusty.
I'll move up. But I can't do any damage to it. So I'm just
Just
gonna
be
be
my
done.
personal bodyguard.
I'll stand in front of Luna.
There you go.
You coward the wizards up here, aid Silvio.
Higram.
That is not what I meant to click.
Yeah, that is completely wrong. That is a hit.
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess it's a big flood.
Yep. If you can't hit a pile of slime, you don't deserve it to be in combat. But yeah, that'll take a big chunk of 10 points of damage out of this thing as you splorch another part of it against the wall. Silvio.
Alright, I'm activating my flurry. And
Yeah.
I'll take 2 attacks.
Punches and bunches.
You're gonna fist the shit out of this thing. It's punching it. Fist.
Yep.
Well, get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, it's totally what
Attack
he's
number
doing.
1.
Yep. Alright. I'll give you some acid damage after you make the second attack. That's a hit.
Jesus.
Oh, the giant flood. I forgot.
And here comes your acid damage. 6 points acid damage. But that's still not the most damage, I think. Oh, no, you did 1 point higher. No, you did not, because Higram's got that bonus of +2, so 10 versus 9. It will attack Pavan.
Roll twice.
Oh, you... God damn it. Bad enough the first roll was a 7, you turned it into a 5. So does a 10 hit Pavan?
No.
Oh. Felix.
Yeah, same thing. Aid another
Yep.
AC 10. Hiya. Oh, no.
Nope.
Oh.
Luna.
Cackle.
Eh.
And, I think that'll be it for now.
This thing groans and ooze. Rusty.
What? Can I just don't know the rules well. Is there anything I can do to like?
You could do an aid, but you know this thing has an AC of 4. If your party members can't hit this thing, they don't belong in your party.
You got it, guys. I'll be right back here.
The one thing you do know that is kind of funny is, while it does acid damage, it's not necessarily immune to acid.
What?
So you could be acid splashing the acid.
Yes.
Yeah, it deserves it, man. Give it.
It specifically
Taste of its
does
own
not have immunity to acid. I don't. I guess what you're doing is you're changing the acid's pH level by introducing different acid.
More different acid.
But yeah, Higram.
Oh yeah.
Does he share that information with us?
Yeah, he can share that.
I hit it in the shoulder.
Roll some damage. You chop off its shoulder.
Bye bye, ooze shoulder.
Silvio.
Yeah, I'll flurry.
Yeah. That hits. Yeah.
Can I get some crits? Man, make my.
There you go, there's your crit.
You didn't
Okay.
specify what kind of crit.
You only managed to single fist it this time. And that will
Right.
mean it's gonna go after Pavan.
Acid damage, technically.
Oh yeah, 1d4 of the acids. 4 points of damage.
No, I'm getting decently hurt now.
Does an 8 hit Pavan?
Nope.
Maybe just let Higram handle it.
Felix.
I'm going to defensively cast Acid Splash.
Alright. You point blank acid this thing for 1 point of damage, and the creature made of acid loses a little bit of its pH. It is no longer pH balanced for a woman.
Oh my
Luna.
God.
You don't remember those commercials?
I
That
do.
was
That's what made it funny. Wasn't it like Head and Shoulders or something?
no, that was the deodorant commercials.
No. Okay.
Strong enough for a man, pH balanced for a woman.
Yeah.
Are they
The best a blob can get.
for a deodorant?
For a deodorant, yeah.
Are we putting
Yeah.
deodorants inside of ourselves now? Because
Oh.
what else do we
Oh.
need pH balance?
I would hope not.
I mean, they're saying pH balance for a woman. Is that what they think we do with deodorant?
I mean, to be fair, men don't really understand a lot of feminine products, so...
I was about to
Obviously.
say, I shared a video that this girl put on TikTok talking about like one of the first women astronauts, and she was going to space for I think it was like 1 weekend, and they gave her 100 tampons. I was dying.
Oh my god. Alright, I am cackling and I am going to use the Scar and Healing Hex to throw a heal on to Silvio. Sorry, that's a
Alright.
terrible heal.
That is a terrible heal. Rusty.
There's still nothing I can do.
Alright, Higram.
Another attack.
There's not many bits of this. Oh, what a shit time for that.
I'm very shocked. I looked down
Need
at
the
the
kill
star,
for me.
Silvio.
Yeah, I'll flurry.
Yep,
You're going to hurt yourself.
that's a hit. Still there. That's a hit. Oh, there's like very small bits of this thing left trying to hold themselves together. But with that little bit that it has, it will reach up to try to get Silvio, who needs to take...
Roll twice.
First, he takes 2 points of acid damage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Got him.
Roll twice, you dummies.
Yes, does a 16 hit Silvio?
No,
Oh,
I got my wisdom bonus to AC.
Felix.
I'll finish this creature.
You will hit it for 3 points of damage, and you officially destroy the pH balance that the
That's
creature once
amazing.
had.
Killed it with acid.
I did forget to declare defensive if you want to take an AO against me.
Yes, it will. It will take its AO.
Roll twice.
Stop that! I might still get him 16.
Yep.
Pavon's gonna use bodyguard.
What?
Well,
No!
Your images as well.
No!
Breaks an image.
Well, I can aid another to give you +2 to AC.
That won't help.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. He doesn't.
I'm
You
not
think-
wearing
Oh,
anything.
the
I'm
acid
naked.
burns away an image as it loses pH balance and collapses into the floor.
You really need to stop this pH balance stuff.
Alright, I pick up my bow.
Alright.
Because I don't want to forget that here.
As it dissolves away, did it have anything in its gelatinous body?
It did not.
Treasures? Oh.
Damn it.
Damn, what a piece of shit ooze.
They are shitty oozes.
Why couldn't I have eaten like all of the magic people? Get some like magic items.
Well,
I'm
I
onward.
would have been okay with that, like personally.
But yeah, you guys have delved. Can I get one more survival check from the party?
Please
Or-
don't
yeah.
botch. Please,
No, I'm botching
guys,
a
back
third
on
survival
track.
check in a row so that
Please.
we're led straight into our
Please. Please. I want to leave this place
let's
in like
see.
the next session or two.
I mean, not that good a roll. I got a 4, but I guess better than
At
most.
least here, Silvio, you're not sure if you haven't gone far enough, or if maybe you've made a wrong turn. Like there's enough uncertainty in this roll. It's a high enough roll to be sure that at this point you're not certain if you're going the right way or not. Not enough to know whether or not you're not going the right way, but definitely to be uncertain enough that you're going the right
Man,
way.
technically he's got a +2 bonus to avoid being lost.
Yes, that's part of why I'm
Okay.
giving this. I'm giving it to him.
So it's an 18.
But we'll find out if you can find the way or figure out if you've gotten lost, or we'll be even more lost next week. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Good night.